Is Apex Legends dying? The Steam player count has been at an all-time low in the last 3 years, and Apex players seem to be getting more and more annoyed about the state of the game, and with recent news of the upcoming Battle Pass rework, which is just a huge cash grab and a massive middle finger to free-to-play players by stopping us from using our Apex coins earned in the Battle Pass to buy the next Battle Pass, and charging more money per season just to get both Battle Passes, which ended up in players review bombing Apex. The amount of negative reviews that Apex now has is wild, and Apex are straight up ignoring the community online. They're not giving any thoughts or feedback on the community's response to this terrible change. Instead, they're just carrying on as usual, hoping it will blow over. So we'll see if people vote with their wallets and don't buy the new Battle Pass, but that begs the question, could this really be the end of Apex Legends? Well, I highly doubt it, and it seems like the Apex developers might have one trick up their sleeves to try and bring back a lot of old Apex players to come back and enjoy Apex again. So before we talk about those big plans, let's look at why Apex is struggling at the moment. Well, there's going to be tons of factors that affect the current player base that have nothing to do with Apex, other games popping off, people moving on to other games or doing other things with their time. But a few things that fans are getting annoyed at with Apex is the skill-based matchmaking, where it feels like the normal casual player can't have fun when they're constantly going against much higher ranked players, and even in casual matches. Not only that, there is a huge cheating problem in Apex, and it has been this way for a while, and if you ever spot a cheater in your Apex games, be sure to clip that moment and share it online to help get the cheater banned, and also to prove that you don't suck at Apex. And the best way you can do this is by using Outplayed to capture any moment while playing Apex. I could also directly share my clips from the Outplayed app straight to YouTube, TikTok, or whichever platform you prefer. So don't miss the chance to share funny moments when you come across interesting players, or when you just want to clip some of your finest moments. And I'll show you just how easy Outplayed is to set up. So if you're on PC, you can download Outplayed. There's a link in the description. And once you have that open, you can set it up to capture the entire game if you'd like, or you can manually capture clips by pressing a hotkey throughout the game, or my favorite feature is by using the highlight. This way, Outplayed will automatically save clips when I get a kill, or an assist, or if I revive a teammate, or even if I die. And after each session of playing Apex, it nicely sorts them in a designated folder, so you can go back and look at all the gameplay, so never miss a moment with Outplayed, and thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Recently, we have seen something pretty interesting with players using Apex assets in their usernames to make their username things like the Respawn Entertainment logo, and while this seems like light-hearted fun, it's also paired with those same players cheating using wall hacks and aimbots in clips like this. It's really not fun when you're playing against these players, and not to mention that the Apex ranked grind really doesn't feel worth it for most of us, as you spend so many hours to rank up. It takes a very long time to get through the Apex ranks at the moment, and once you do, the rewards really don't feel rewarding at all. The same rewards recycled over and over again, season after season, just a new badge that looks just like the old one, and a weapon charm, and the banners are cool, but they're really not that great when you spent months grinding Apex just to get those rewards. I definitely think we need to see an overhaul of the ranked rewards, and of course changes to skill-based matchmaking and the cheating problem. But a lot of the reason players are leaving Apex is down to the fact that they're just bored of the game. So what do the Apex developers have planned to try and bring those players back? Well, I think one of the big events that will end up bringing back a lot of players to try out Apex again, if they haven't been on it for a while, is going to be the brand new OG Apex mode that the developers are cooking up right now. In the recent patch, there has been code in the game files found of an OG version of Apex that will seemingly come as a takeover or an LTM for a future event. And this features all of the OG weapons from Season 2 with the same stats, all the different ammo types. So Apex have plans to bring an OG mode to the game. And you're probably all thinking this is exactly what Fortnite did. And when OG Fortnite came out, the player base absolutely skyrocketed. This is because players that haven't touched the game in years thought, you know what, the nostalgia trip will be too good, I've got to try OG Fortnite. And I think we'll see a pretty similar situation with Apex. Some players that haven't been on for a while will hop on to try out OG Apex. Season 2 was 5 years ago now, and things have changed a lot. So here's some nostalgia for you. The OG Apex mode would feature the OG Legends, and this is what the OG Legends screen looked like. And this is what it looks like now. Look at how many new Legends we have since Season 2, but everything just looks so much simpler back then. And having the Legends in the state that they used to be, not only that, we'd have OG Kings Canyon, as the map that you'd play for the OG mode, with Schooltown and Thunderdome and Cascades, Slum Lakes in the top left. And lucky for me, because I play on PC, I can actually just load up R5 Reloaded and play OG Apex whenever I want. But it's not the same as actually playing the game online with all the other players, or hopping on with your friends that you used to play Apex with back in Season 2. It's just going to be a great feeling, and I really hope they do go all out with this OG mode and really take Apex back in time to exactly how it was in Season 2, for maybe even a whole season or half a season, like they've done with solos and quads, where it's been a thing for an entire 6 weeks. OG Apex for 6 weeks or 12 weeks would be pretty huge. Lifeline would have her revive shield. I know a lot of players have been wanting that for a long time. The gold knockdown shield would be back. Gold armor would go back to having the executioner perk, which we now have for everyone, where you finish a legend to heal. And the gold backpack would have the fast heal perk, which was, well, terrible for the game because it would allow you to use healing items faster, but there's no indication of whether an enemy has a gold backpack, so you literally wouldn't know that they were healing really fast. It was pure chaos back in Season 2, and I want you to comment down below what was your favorite memory of OG Apex, and what are your thoughts on them bringing back. Now, there's no current ETA on when this is going to happen. Like I said, it's just code in the files of OG versions of Apex weapons, which does hint to an OG Apex event, and why wouldn't they do it after the success of OG Fortnite? They've probably been cooking this up since OG Fortnite really took off, and the fans have been saying it for a long time, so it makes a lot of sense. Personally, I would love to hop onto Apex for the OG event, and I think a lot of players would, so maybe this is what the game needs to bring people back, and then they drop a banger event at the same time so that people have a reason to keep playing. And while we're talking about OG Apex, we also have an OG Apex mode that's set to return. Arenas should be making a comeback in the future of Apex, as the developers did confirm a little while ago that they do have plans to bring Arenas back, which was the 3v3 round-based elimination mode in Apex. And they do plan to bring Arenas back with some changes to fit Apex's core value more. And with the estimated time frame that the developers did hint to us, we could be seeing Arenas return at the end of 2024, but it will probably most likely be early to mid 2025. Regardless, I think the return of Arenas will get some hype and definitely bring some players back, and some of the OG Arenas players will definitely want to hop back on, and it will definitely be the game mode that some players main in Apex rather than playing the Battle Royale. So what do you think of OG Apex making a return? Would it make you be more hyped to play the game, and do you think it could revive some people's love for Apex Legends, getting the nostalgia of OG Apex and the return of Arenas? I definitely think it could boost Apex and just give the players a reason to come back, and as long as they pair that with some pretty good events and better updates that aren't reworking the battle pass for a cash grab, then maybe they'll be onto something. But only time will tell, and we can only be hopeful at the moment. But let me know in the comments if you're bored of Apex and what's the main reason for that.